Last time you remember, we talked with Larry Lau about answering your questions about computer, viruses, fixes, malware. Tonight, the conclusion with Larry Lau. And as a special added bonus, for a limited time only, you have a reggae singer and you have a country singer. And a beautiful co-hostess. What more can we say? That's coming up right now from World Workers Park here in Jamaica, Queens. I'm Rondon, and this is Road Trip.
Hey, it's me, Ron. You know me as the host of Game Show Block Party, and you know me as the host of Sports Band. Now I'm ready for another big journey, hosting my own show. New tracks, new fun, and surprises. After all, here's my road trip.
Hey there, hi there, ho there, welcome to Road Trip. I'm Ron. Thanks for making your Friday night a part of your evening here. We're bringing you pop culture, entertainment, food, travel events, and surprises this week. Now, all weeks, all throughout the season, we have very special co-hosts. It's going to be helping us for some special editions of Road Trip. And what co-hostess we have tonight? She is the hostess of her show every morning from 5 a.m. in the morning to 6:25 in the morning. And what more can we say? Princess Zambia, who is our co-hostess for tonight's Road Trip. Hi, sweetness. How you doing? I am more psyched up than tonight anyway. Hey, well, thank you for joining us there and being our first co-hostess of our series. Hey, so anybody who doesn't know about your show, to tell our folks here what we're talking about.
Oh, hi. Hello, America. This is Princess Zambia from 93.5 FM radio and also SETV. And I'm here with Rondon.
That's right. And your show is 3 years old, and you have a lot of great guests, and you talk a lot of...
definitely.
And it's a lot of fun.
Yes. Entertainment. Most entertainment.
And it's a lot of fun with me. And tonight, we got two very special guests tonight.
Yes, indeed.
One is a reggae performer. And another is talk about not only reggae but country music. And I believe American country. It surprises me. I can't wait to hear what he has to sing for us.
Oh, most definitely. I'm so excited myself.
Well, we're going to meet them coming up a little bit later in our second half of the show.
Yes.
Now, last week, if you kind of remember, we were talking with Larry Lau of New York Computer Hospital. We talked a lot about your answers on malware, spyware, and everything else. And we had a lot of fun with him. So since we ran so long last week, we are going to bring you the last two parts of this interview. So let's go back to part 2, segment 3, and here's my interview with Larry Lau. Okay, folks, welcome back to Road Trip. I'm Rondon. Larry Lau is still with us all throughout our show today. We've been talking about malware, spyware, a lot of stuff. Now, all the other stuff, it says free gifts, and I was looking at a few of them while I was in the store. Now, one of them, which is like, for example, there's a VTech phone. One is one favorite, and this is the one I wanted so badly, is a 7-inch foldable digital TV, which I love to take TV on the road. Oh, about 70. Now, does foldable TVs you can take with you, it's still going to be affected by, for example, static while on the road and everything else?
For a DVD player, it would not be affected. However, for a live TV, it will be affected. You may need a digital converter box for it to work correctly.
Okay. And there's a number of reasons I like about the digital converter box, because you can watch live TV. Now, I also have, for example, I do have for our station. We're brought to you by our friends at Cablevision and Cablevision Optimum. Of course, we're also got for every other network from RCN to Verizon Files that we mentioned about that a moment ago, and of course Time Warner, which we have one here in Queens, as a matter of fact. That doesn't affect a lot of live TV, like if you put up to a cell phone or a computer or a tablet, for example.
Basically, these service providers provide you with technology for you to use to make life much simpler. They have packages, and most of the time, the internet is part of the package. everything you could get through your internet service provider. How does that affect your technology home? Not at all. Everything is filtered. All these lines have filter in it to avoid statics. But however, the TV we're talking about, the portable Wi-Fi TV, wireless TV, if you do not have a Wi-Fi connection, a portable hotspot that provides you internet access, you would not be able to go online and stream media. So as your cell phone reach out to a cell phone tower to receive signals, and this does not carry a SIM slot for it to have put in a SIM with a GSM enabled device that could receive data. So it doesn't make sense to purchase something that you would not be able to. It was merely was made for kids for entertainment purposes. Who's in the back seat that has a good connected DVD player or something like that.
That's very good. Now I was seeing a lot because right now every bit of Wi-Fi, even though even if you're in the New York area, like for example Brooklyn, we take Cablevision and Optimum, and sometimes it actually got some more Wi-Fi there. Even they connected, even we have Time Warner, and it still be the same connection. You still get free good service on the Wi-Fi as well.
Yes, you do. Optimum provide the most Wi-Fi hotspot in the New York City area, meaning that if you're an Optimum service provider home, if you're using a service and you're paying a monthly fee, if you go on the street and you receive a service from your Wi-Fi signal bar that says Optimum, you could click on it and put your home username and your home password and you're online.
Yeah.
So that's a good way of going if you're trying to save some money.
Yeah, and even if you're in the Time Warner territory, you can still pick up the Wi-Fi.
Yes, you probably could if they offer free hotspot service. Most companies try not to do that. And again, most free Wi-Fi that you are connected to are not protected network. Whatever you do on your devices, such as laptop or cell phones, it's not secure. It's easily hackable. It means that if you do secure transaction over Wi-Fi, I do not recommend to do that because you're leaving trace. You're not protected at all with no filters or firewalls. It's open network. Anybody could see what's going on in that network.
All right. Now let's talk about the most ingenious part across the United States, and we got one in Canada. I remember Canada doesn't have they do have Wi-Fi. Sometimes they don't.
Rogers, Bill.
Rogers, and Rogers does not affect anything.
No, Wi-Fi doesn't. What is Wi-Fi? It's an area that produces a signal for you to connect with your phone. Most people have portable Wi-Fi these days. It's a small device. You take it with you wherever you go. You could connect online. You pay a monthly fee. If you have like 5 PCs in a car, in a van, and you want to go online, you don't have to go wait for a wire or try to pick up a free signal. You have your own portable device, a very small device. You just connect it, and you have Wi-Fi to all the devices. You're online.
Now this is the next question I'm really dying about, because since Wi-Fi is incredible here, but now cars and buses, and we know when I checked out the auto show not too long ago, most Chevy cars, most make and model cars that does now include Wi-Fi service.
Correct.
That's inside a car, and it still comes out clear. There's a number of reasons.
Wi-Fi works with the satellite, which is like a GPS signal. When you're in a tunnel, you may not get no reception. When you're out of the tunnel, you do receive a lot of clarity and signals. And most cars are trying to go away from having these connections with wires, try to stream media through your phone. Most cars are trying to come up with a standard these days for it to be built in. So, they're trying to make it safer in one way for the driver, because if you have a built-in Bluetooth with a built-in Wi-Fi, and you have to download a video, you can leave it to download on your Wi-Fi while driving without interrupting or receiving a text or anything like that. And you can always see on your screen, most car comes with a small display telling you the status of your signal bar or Bluetooth. If somebody calls you, you could answer it through your car system. That Bluetooth and Wi-Fi is two different things.
This is real because I've seen this. I think technology has been great, and now hopefully the next step is the airplane, but which I have no idea about.
Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
There are some planes that offer it. I think Delta used to offer it. It's called GoGo Wi-Fi. I think it costs you about $20 per trip. Some carriers offer it free. I'm not sure. You have to research if you're traveling. And it's a good thing. It's a good thing for the plane service to have, because most people they're very well tuned into their smart devices while traveling, and it does kill a lot of time, gets a lot of time off your hands. And I know for a few, I don't travel a lot, but whenever I do, that's the first question I ask: do you have Wi-Fi capability in here? And usually the answer is yes or no, and I decide,
Yeah, that's really cool. Well, just like in the words of Joe Rogan, technology, baby. That's on the nation. Still ahead for performances from Billy Bob and the Jamaican Cowboy.
Then tell me, what do you think they'll do to you?
A reggae performance from Eclipze. And
A lot
more
of fun
from
with
our
it. So
co-host,
since we ran
Princess
so long
Zambia.
last week, we are going to bring you the last two parts of this.
More road trip coming up after the break.
I knew that was going to happen. Higher than a 3. Yes!
When you play hockey, you play more than just a game. Hockey gets your legs moving and your heart pumping, builds lean muscle, and it keeps you fit. Plus, it's fun to play no matter who you are or where you are. So let's move. Let's skate, shoot, and score. Let's build confidence. Let's eat better so we have the energy we need to play. Let's create friendships and become part of the team. Just go to letsmove.gov to learn more.
You're tuned to Road Trip on Brooklyn Public Network. I'm Rondon, and we've been talking all throughout the show with Larry Lau. We have so much information, so much good stuff, and I learned a lot for the last half hour. But there's one thing we have to review on every single ground that we learned today. So what did we learn?
We learned pointers, how to prevent your computer from having an infection. Do not click on malicious software. Basically, nothing free is for free. Everything comes at a price. Always remember that. The internet is not a good place. It is a good and bad place. If you use it for bad, it will be bad to you. Upgrades and updates. We do all sort of upgrades. When we distinguish the difference between Windows XP, Vista 7, 8, and 10. We also do Mac OS over here too. Next time we have time, we're going to go into depth with that.
Right.
We learn about Wi-Fi, the difference between Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. We learn about in-ear Wi-Fi. We learn about preventive maintenance service. We offer a variety of service. We do security camera installation. We do networking for big buildings. Whatever your needs are, small to big, we take care of it over here. We love to help people. We are very passionate. It's in our, we'll say, DNA to help people.
Absolutely.
It's something we enjoy doing around. We get a pleasure seeing people leave with a smile on their face, especially when someone has all the baby pictures on a hard drive that just went kaput, just died, and they went to many places and they cannot recover it. They bring it to us. We're very simple and straightforward. We don't charge a fee to look at it. We don't keep them waiting. We go directly into it. We know how important it is. We take a look at the hard drive. We see what's going on with it. We tell them if it's recoverable. In most cases, they are. We have a very, very high successful data recovery rate. And we recover it for them. We put on an external flash drive or a hard drive, and it brings us so much joy to see they're smiling, they're happy. I had customer hug me, kiss me, give me extra money. These things are priceless. So my advice to all these viewers here today: please protect your data.
Okay, and just to tell everybody that this place is located at 7128 Main Street here in Flushing, New York.
Correct.
And the phone number is
718-997-8999.
or toll-free 888 come stock.
Correct, that's the one.
And here's the best part about this, because if you're watching right now on Brooklyn Public Network and mention Road Trip, mention either one, this is the surprise. So,
$25 off any repair service.
and
But you can't go wrong. I mean, our prices are already rock bottom low. You get an additional $25 off, it's like, we are helping you. We're taking care of your problem,
Yeah.
It's a good promotion over there to help the Brooklyn community. We used to do a lot of calls over there. A lot.
Well, let's make it everywhere. Either if you're in Brooklyn, Manhattan, Queens, Westchester, come on down. I'm begging you. Get down here. He's got good advice. How about you? Just come on down here, and it's going to be very important. Larry, it's a great half hour. We have met a lot. We met a lot of good stuff. I can't wait to get my computer fixed. I can't wait to do my editing. Get the editing in there as soon as possible, and everything else, and that's what's very important. Thanks, Mark.
My final thoughts before we leave.
Yeah, one word.
Please back up your system data on the cloud network, which we haven't had a chance to talk about.
Yeah, very quickly, in 30 seconds, go.
Cloud is off base, meaning that all the data is going to go on the cloud, in the air, offline, away from your computer. If something goes wrong with your computer hard drive, you can all retrieve it from a different computer that companies are storing it for you for. Some are secure, very much secure. It's a good off-base system for you to have your stuff backed up on. Again, like everything is not hack-proof, but some are very secure, so it's use your discretion when uploading your pictures over there. Also, my recommendation is to have a secondary backup, important pictures, important files on an external hard drive. Email yourself. Most people don't think about it. It's projects, schoolwork. Keep emailing yourself daily, so that way if you lose your data, you have a virus, computer goes bad, easily can retrieve an email from a second computer from your phone. You have your files over there. Those are good words of advice that can advise all the viewers and listeners.
And we'll leave it at that as well.
All right,
again, Larry, thank you for joining us.
Well, I tell you, that Larry Lau is not only a great expert on computers and fixing up all these questions. I hope you learned a lot of those questions. And this is very important to understand that malware, spyware, everything else, go to a great place. And I do agree, go there. And the place is located at 7128 Main Street in Flushing, New York. The number is 718-997-8999 or 1-888. That's, again, thank you to Larry Lau. Now, Zambia, we got two very important guests who's coming up in just a few moments here.
Oh, yeah, I'm so excited, man.
Well, we're going to meet them. It's a reggae and a country singer. What a night. So stay with us. We'll have it for you on the other side of the break. And as we go to break, it's another Friday night because it is now time for the official NFL picks.
Hey, Ron here. It is now time for our Friday feature. It's our NFL picks for this weekend's games. We have a list of the games and highlighted in yellow that I picked. And did you know that playing football or any sport 60 minutes a day could fight childhood obesity? For more information, go to www.nfl.com/play60. And please, don't forget to join me every Tuesday night for the NFL Pick Show. 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Pacific, online at blogtalkradio.com/sportsfan or on www.talkshoe.com and search 94908. Don't go away, more road trip coming your way on the other side of the break.
Join the movement. Pledge to play 60 at NFLRush.com.
Hi, I'm Princess Zambia, and we have two special guests here tonight, Eclipze and Billy Boy, the Jamaican Cowboy. Hi, Eclipze, and how are you tonight?
I'm doing so good. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for having me, Princess Zambia. I'm so happy to be here.
Hi, Billy, Jamaican Cowboy. Tell me all about you.
Well, of course, Billy Boy, the Jamaican Cowboy. From hearing that name, of course, we're talking about reggae, Mexican country. And I'm all about spirituality in a positive manner. My songs is designed to basically upliftment of mankind. That's it.
Okay, and how do you come up with that name, Billy Boy?
Of course, Billy Boy, in the military, of course, I have a few friends. Because I always used to dress in this cowboy cap and cowboy hat, sorry. So they gave me the name Billy from that. I said, hey, that's a cool name. I'm going to work with it. And from there, yes, I adapt that name. So I add the Jamaican Cowboy to it. So it's Billy Boy, the Jamaican Cowboy. Yeah.
Okay, and in a minute, you'll show me what you have. Now, Eclipze, and how do you come up with the name Eclipze?
Eclipse, I actually came up with that in high school during a science class, right? They were talking about the solar eclipse and they were talking about the lunar eclipse.
Okay.
So then from there, I happen to be a Libra. So then I think of the moon as my dark side and the sun is like the good part of me, right? And all together, I am the eclipse.
Very interesting. So, Mr. Cowboy,
Sure.
could you tell America, show them, prove it to them,
Okay,
the
cool.
Jamaican reggae country singer?
And of course, this song is entitled The Enemy Within. And this song is all about, as I mentioned before, a positive influence for mankind. Don't try to tame mankind. Don't try to waste your time. Just do all the good you need to do in life. Quite sure that Jah would understand. 'Cause he was right here on earth. Yet till they crucify him. My friend, I know you were small, clever. If they could do that to him, then tell me, what do you think they'll do to you and me? One of the wickedest things is the enemy within. Wrapped in your bed from the head to the toes. One of the wickedest things is the enemy within. Same friends who you trust from a way back when. Yeah. Only those who close to you. Yeah. Sometimes the only ones can hurt you. One of the wickedest things is the enemy within. Yeah. Love and respect.
Very nice.
Thank you.
That was just terrific.
Lovely.
And you have an album coming out?
Sure.
Tell us about it.
Sure. Of course, my album coming up, that song is the head of the album. And that song is called Enemy Within. And all of the other songs in line with it are basically other positive spiritual upliftment songs. Because I do nothing less. My song, it must be telling a positive story, something that people can learn from, and the way forward. That people can be influenced in a positive manner. And that's my song. That's my intent for my album.
And tell us about your website for this one.
Well, of course, my website, of course, Facebook, it's Billy Boy the Jamaican Cowboy. Twitter is the same, Billy Boy the Jamaican Cowboy. YouTube, Billy Boy the Jamaican Cowboy.
Yes.
Instagram, Billy Boy the Jamaican Cowboy. Sure.
I think you better also to one of your platforms that I do.
So look out for this guy here.
It's terrific. But if you think this is great, wait to hear some reggae coming up after the break. Because coming up next, as we get set to close out tonight's road trip, he's got a great reggaeton performance coming up. So stay with us. We'll have it right after the break. But right now, check this out.
Folks, if you've missed any of the episodes of Road Trip this season, well, don't worry. Check out all the full episodes of Road Trip now on all social medias. On Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube, on LinkedIn, on Pinterest, and on Google+. Don't miss any of the episodes of Road Trip all season long and the upcoming seasons as well. Check it out on all social medias.
Eclipze is here with me, and he would promise you at the end of the show he's going to get a quick acapella in the 90 seconds. So, hit it.
Okay, let's go. ¿Cómo decirte adiós cuando no me quiero ir? ¿Cómo decirte si duele tu partida? ¿Cómo decirte que ya no te quiero? ¿Cómo explicarte lo que yo siento? ¿Cómo decirte que ya no te quiero? ¿Cómo explicarte lo que yo siento? Porfa, dame fortaleza para acabar con mi princesa, que yo sé que es duro lo que a mí me espera. Perdóname si te va a tomar de sorpresa. En esto no puede existir tanta diferencia. Tanto te he querido, tanto tú y yo vivimos. Mejor sigue tu camino, déjame en el olvido. Tanto te he querido, tanto tú y yo vivimos. Mejor sigue tu camino, déjame en el olvido. Ya lágrimas no quiero ver, aunque sé que va a doler. Me tendré que sostener, lágrimas no quiero ver, aunque sé que va a doler. Me tendré que sostener, lágrimas no quiero ver, aunque sé que va a doler. Me tendré que sostener, lágrimas no quiero ver, aunque sé que va a doler. Me tendré que sostener. How do I tell you that I don't love you? How do I tell you that our love ain't true? How do I tell you that I don't love you? How do I tell you that our love ain't true? Yeah, so that is a new song coming up.
I know my husband there, man. That is amazing. Good job. And tell us what your website for this one.
I don't have a website as is yet, but for bookings you could totally get me at Princess Zambia. At Facebook, it's pretty easy. Just type in Princess Zambia.
And get everything on you, right?
Easy, yeah.
Oh, great. Hey, listen, good job by you. Thank you for joining us. And check out, because I think you got a big future. Now, listen, we're just about out of time. Come on, all come over here. We can say goodbye right now. I want to say it's Chris A. and Billy Bob, the fantastic Jamaican Cowboy. You did a great job out of that one today.
It's phenomenal.
Absolutely. And it's very special thanks to our co-host making her first time with us, Nancy Garrett. Which check her show at 5 to 6:25. Where are you going to hear it on?
93.5.
And that's going to be just terrific. Just go to her Facebook page and everything we can.
Zambia Carriers.
Yes.
On Facebook.
Just go there as soon as possible. Hey, listen, I want to hope you enjoy as much as I can, but stay right where you are because we got some more music. Well, you got the Jennifer Day that's coming up next. And don't forget to join Art Kurtz tomorrow morning for Game Show Block Party at a brand new time, 8:30 a.m. on Brooklyn Public Sector 2. And you can see the addresses on the screen, all kinds of stuff. And Art Kurtz is from our Beatrice on Studio 68 tomorrow night, 11 o'clock on this network. The Jennifer Presidency. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you right back here in exactly 167 hours, 31 minutes and 15 seconds from now. For all of us who are involved in tonight's show, I'm Rondon. Good night, bye-bye, and bye-byes.
Road Trip is a Rondon video production.
This is Don Wilson saying good night.